Hi Tracy, this is a follow-up video referencing the testing of your Trino solution. So I'm just going to do a quick overview. Obviously we're at the login screen. We're going to log into the application. Once we've logged into the application, we're obviously going to choose the records request department. And at this point, for testing purposes, you can see the ones that Bobby's put in a little bit earlier have met the registered step of number 6. But in this case, we're going to add a new request. A dialog box will pop up once we've clicked the add folder, and we're just going to type in a particular first name and last name. We're going to choose the facility that we want to identify the request coming from. If there's a request ID, we can add that. If there's a requester name, we would use the drop down to grab that. The requester's email, and then the type of request that the individual is requesting. Obviously the service amount will be filled out automatically. For testing purposes, we're going to move forward to step number 5, which is create the invoice. Invoice number, invoice date, and invoice amount will automatically be added in. Payment method you could adjust if you choose. The payment date, number of pages in the packet. For testing purposes, we're going to want to add a different varying number of pages just to ensure that the actual amounts are being calculated properly. You can also choose a way of getting the information to the individual and then adding a service or a delivery cost for that. We'll click Insert, and then down here at the bottom we would need to add the actual document itself. So by adding the document type, then we're going to upload the files, and we're just going to reach out to the desktop and grab a particular document, and we're going to hit submit, and you can see that that was uploaded successfully. So now in the request area we have the actual file itself. Now what ends up happening is every 15 minutes the service runs that will then update this to step number 6, which is invoiced. And once it moves to the invoiced stage, you'll see an actual tab in the file cabinet for the invoice itself, and that will then allow us to execute and view the invoice to verify that the amounts were correct, consistent with the request and the number of pages that you created. And so here we are just reviewing the actual invoice itself. So that was just a really quick overview for the recap. I'm going to be publishing this video so you could watch it again and again as needed, and then in addition to that I'll be shooting an administrative video on how to change things on the back end. Take care, have a great weekend.